Hello world, 'tis I, your boy, Al Johnson, back again, back again, back again. Man, man. I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep saying it, but it's nice to be back. Nice little celebration in my honor. So yeah, it is good to be back up here, and I honestly don't know what to talk about. Oh, wait. I do. Now, the last time I made a video like this, you guys know I talked about the first 3 episodes of Marvel's Ironheart on Disney Plus. Well, now, as I guess I promised myself, I'm now here to give you guys my thoughts on the last 3 episodes. Even though they are about a couple weeks late, I figure, oh, why not? But for this one, it's going to contain spoilers. So you have not seen all 6 episodes of Marvel's Ironheart, and honestly, I don't really blame you if you haven't. But yeah, spoiler alert. So, getting right down to it, although this show was kind of a letdown, in my opinion at least, it was kind of a letdown. And why do I say that? Well, I guess it boils down to the writing, like the script, the dialogue, and all that, and also its characters. Mostly its characters. Especially our main lead, Ironheart. And if you guys have seen my shorts or my reels about it, I did state in said short or reel that to me, I liked Dominique Thorne's performance. I did like how she played Riri Williams, the Ironheart. I did like how she played her dealing with trauma, dealing with having a panic attack, dealing with the fact of how having to try to use shortcuts, using her intellect, showing how capable she is, showing how, I won't say dynamic's the word, but showing how versatile she is. I did like her showcasing that in her acting performance. I also quite enjoyed, in my opinion, Anthony Ramos as the villain, Parker Robbins, the Hood. He did kind of come off Saturday morning cartoon-ish, but I still liked his performance. I did like how he acted as the Hood. I did like how they showed off some of his powers. With the Hood, where he just goes invisible and then pops up to attack somebody, and how he has these magical guns. I also enjoyed some of the side characters in Riri's life, especially the AI known as Natalie, which was inspired by her late friend who was killed at the start of the show. But like I said, as much as I like those performances, and especially a performance I particularly loved, which we'll get into, I feel like the script for this let the performance down, which in turn let me down because I couldn't really, other than a particular character and maybe the Hood and maybe Natalie, I couldn't really care about the characters. About, like, especially Ironheart. And you would think, coming from Ryan Coogler, who introduced this character in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, where even then she was but the performance was nice. It was nice. Here, it was a decent performance. But you would think, from Ryan Coogler and him leading a team of writers to come up with a great story and a way to make us like the character, it didn't, well, to me at least, it didn't work. It did not work at all. And that's kind of upsetting. However, I believe I said in my short that even though that overall aspect of the show was a big letdown for me, I still say I hope that the character in the show gets another chance, because I don't think it's fair to criticize um, Dominic Thorne and Anthony Ramos because, oh, I wasn't in tune with the show and in tune with the characters. I shouldn't blame them. That's on the script. Another thing I surprisingly liked was the introduction of little kitty sorcerer. What's her name? What's her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. It starts with a Z. But if you guys know who that character is, she, I believe, she trained at Comatage. I believe her mother trained, played by Cree Summers, Susie from Rugrats. I can't remember the character's name, but I liked her, the one with the glasses. I enjoyed her. I can honestly tell she's going to be, that whole thing with her and the post-credit scene with her and Parker is setting up Strange Academy, like a school for young sorcerers, which is where also America Chavez is, I'm guessing, still training at, I think. But I liked her. I liked how they implemented magic into it. Speaking of magic, I also enjoyed the new suit, which has elements of magic. That suit was fire. I enjoyed that aspect. I also enjoyed, I surprisingly liked the final fight with Ironheart and the Hood. That was, that was a self-contained fight. That was surprisingly self-contained, and I also liked how, I won't say insane, but I liked how cool that fight looked. But I also, speaking of disappointment, I liked where they were going with Alden Ehrenreich as the son of the Ironmonger from Iron Man 1. I liked where they were going. But because this was the final MCU 6-episode Disney Plus show under Bob Chapek before they had a revamp in how they do Disney Plus shows, we really did not get a whole lot of development with him. And now just like before, we're left wondering, will he ever show up again? I kind of hope he shows up again because he deserves another chance. Can't remember the character's name. Ezekiel Stain, that's his name. I hope he comes back. And plus, we now know, after that little skirmish he has with Riri, he says, just know you and I are not done. So I hope to see that again, and I hope to see Alden Ehrenreich get another chance at fleshing out his character. But let's talk about what I really, really loved about Ironheart, apart from some visual effects and maybe a tiny bit of the characters that were nice. I really, really enjoyed the introduction of the Marvel Devil known as Mephisto, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, aka Borat. Is it nice? But his performance was anything but nice. It was anytime he was on screen, you was transfixed on him. The way he spoke, the way he moved, the way his personality flowed in every scene that he was in. But the one thing that captivated me about how he performed as Mephisto was basically the fundamentals of the devil. He was wrongfully tempting, and he had the right things to say, even if you were on the fence, but he had the right things to say. My particularly favorite lines was when he said, he told Riri about how he made deals with the entire Forbes 100 richest lists. He made deals with a couple of kings. I think he said pharaohs, and he even said he made a deal with a Beatle. It was Ringo, and just everything. And Kevin Feige, he did an interview where he promised that Mephisto was going to be a big player going forward. I hope he is, because we've been waiting on this character since the fans teased him in WandaVision, even though the show never really set him up to be a possibility. But the fans were like, oh, I hope it's him. We've been waiting on this character for 4 years, and now we finally got him. And especially with the way he convinced Riri to make a deal with him about, oh, if you sign this deal with me, I will give you your friend Natalie back. And although Riri thought, nah, I'm good with that, that's in the past, but Mephisto with his silver tongue is like, oh, I don't buy that. And Riri Williams making a deal with the devil to get her friend back, that I am astonished, but also selfishly angry that that's how the show ended. But I respect it. I respect that that's how they ended the Ironheart show, hopefully this first season. And man, I'm glad to see Mephisto, and I'm glad that Marvel had the cojones to say, no, let's end this project this way, and essentially end Phase 5 with our main lead selling out to the devil to get her friend back in the flesh. But yeah, like I said, I'm still hopeful that the show sees another day in court. But as is, if this is going to be only it, as is, it was a letdown. But then again, as I've said before, it is not, I repeat, it is not as awful as people have made it out to be. The backlash against this show is hilariously dumb. Straight dumb. Was the show good? No, not really. To me, it wasn't good. But it's nowhere near awful that people made it out to be. But that's just me. And honestly, that's all I can really say. I mean, there's not really much else to say about Ironheart except that it has potential, or it had potential. But we'll see where it goes from here. And we better get more Mephisto. I hope to see more Mephisto. I'm telling you, Marvel, more Mephisto, please. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. It is so good to be back. And let me know down below, if you've seen Ironheart, what did you think about it? And yeah, just let me know how you feel about the character, the show, should it come back, and how did you feel about Mephisto? How did you feel about Mephisto? And yep, that's all there is to do it. All there is to it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, wow, it's been a minute. I'm stumbling over my words. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen this, then please do the following: like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. Thank you all for watching. I've been Al Johnson, and again, Marvel, more Mephisto, please. I'm serious. He was awesome. Maybe the only good thing about the show, and that's sad. But anyways, see you later.